All right, welcome into our second exit interview of the season. I am here with the second person voted out of season two of the NMB Celebrity Survivor Challenge, Donnie. So, Donnie, I know it's been a while since we were out there competing, but we finally have your elimination episode out. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience while you were out there?
Um, it was great. I had a lot of fun while I was there. Challenges were awesome. Getting to meet people was awesome. And just leading up, raising money for the camp and then actually participating, getting a day with the kids. It was great. The whole thing was great. Great experience.
Thank you. So, digging into it, pregame, on the show, it is extremely secret. You have to sign NDAs on if you're going to compete. We can't do that because that's the whole thing. You fundraise and you have to, say you're going to be on the season. So, we can't prevent pregame alliances. So, did you have any pregame alliances? And if you did, how did it affect the game?
Not really. I mean, I had talked to Leah a little bit because I had known her, but she was really the only person I knew. I had talked to the one guy that dropped out, and that was it.
Derek. Wasn't it not
Yeah.
Derek? Daniel
No, the other one.
Quinn.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. So I mean, it was more like Lee and I was just more like kind of just game chatter. You know, there wasn't like any of the "I'll save your skin" thing.
Right. So, right when we got out there, we got everything together, and then we took you to the big field to the mats, and we divided up your tribes. When you were placed on your tribe, were you happy with yours, or would you maybe have chosen a different tribe if you could have?
Um, I mean, am I gonna say I wasn't happy with it? No, because it's really it's kind of luck of the draw. Um, I think there's some people there that I would have meshed better with. Um, and I could tell that right off the bat. It's just the way people come off. I could
Yeah.
tell that. So, uh, like I said, it wouldn't have made me more happy. I think it would have been more beneficial for me. But yeah.
Okay. So, so you kind of touched on it that you thought you'd mesh with some people a little more. Who is somebody that was not on your tribe, but if they were, you probably could have advanced a little farther?
Um, I think, uh, and even Derek, um, I talked to him post game. We actually ran at each other playing paintball, and just because of the kind of person he is, I think we would have helped each other out. Um, no, I mean, him for sure. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah. So, let's talk about the challenge a little bit. The episode you went home in, the kayak challenge, that's probably the hardest challenge we did. I mean, it was a 30-minute kayak to Wadey's Island, 30 minutes back, and then you had the actual challenge on the island, which you basically had to run around the whole island finding different things. Do you think you were, I mean, obviously you had to be part of the reason your tribe lost the challenge, but do you believe based off the challenge you should have gone home, only talking about the challenge, or do you think it was everybody's fault?
No, that was more of that's we're doing a scavenger hunt, and it's not like anyone didn't put any in any effort.
Mhm.
That one was kind of that's a challenge everybody could do. I don't think it was up to anybody, and I don't think that made any impact on. I mean, obviously, it made an impact on why I went home because if we went to lost, I went to went home. But as far as did I do poorly on that challenge, and that was the reason? No.
Okay. So, when watching, okay, so let's talk about this. So, Tribal Council comes, and episode three will be interesting because it is a double Tribal Council, and I can go ahead and say that in this upcoming episode, we'll see two people go home. But in your episode, in your elimination, for it to be pre-merged so early, it was very interesting because it could have gone a lot of different ways. So, how did you think? Did you think you were going home, or were you kind of surprised that the vote flipped? What did you think there?
I knew going into this thing that I was gonna either go home early or last until the second day. Um, Thought I could have had a chance to win. But yeah, I mean, I I pretty much knew it was going to happen. How it was going to happen.
Yeah. So, we saw um, Josh, Angela, and Nicole kind of basically get everything, um, you know, catch Fair Play on all of his lies. And they all targeted you because they couldn't target Fair Play because he had immunity for the first tribal council. So, do you think that was a good move on their part to get you out, or do you think they should have probably taken Angela or Josh or Nicole out because everybody's names were apparently brought up at some point?
Well, I don't. I think Nicole was the only one that was. She was only brought up as like a decoy. Josh was brought up because he didn't put in the time. The raising money like we did. He
Mhm.
kind of just jumped in at the end, which was awesome. I'm glad he did that.
Yeah,
Angela, we knew. I mean, it wasn't too hard to figure out from you know fundraising who was in the lead on that. It's so we knew that she had advantages.
yeah,
Um, but was it smart on their part? Yeah, no. I mean, I definitely can. I could have helped them out with any challenge. But saying that too, it's like, why not get rid of me right away because of that? You
hmm
know, I mean, I don't know, anyone, you bond together with enough people, you can do anything. So it wasn't. I don't think it was smart. I don't think it was, I don't think it was not smart, and I don't think it was smart. So it's kind of, I'm stuck in the middle on that.
yeah. So, obviously, you've known my mom for a very long time, and she has an interesting take on your tribe. So, do you think that, were you surprised that you and Fairplay got along so well, between the two of you? You kind of were on your own side against the other three. Were you surprised by that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not very, I don't just throw myself out there anyway, but he does.
Hmm.
But just kind of, he's one of those people. He's a great guy. I don't understand why so many people dislike the man. I thought he was awesome, but he's one of those. He does. He likes. He's a personality. He likes to let you know what he's done, and I like listening. So if and it passes the time. So was I surprised? Kinda, because I'm kind of more surprised that I just kind of like go along and like I said, throw myself out there like that and be more open, I guess, is what it was. But
Yeah.
he was just, I don't know, we kind of just clicked, and it was heck, we got together later and went out and
Mm,
had drinks. So it's like he's a good guy. I was glad I got to meet him.
good. So, in watching the episode in full, not just your tribal council, I mean, I guess specifically the confessionals, um, did anything surprise you when watching the episode or both episodes?
No, no. Surprised y'all didn't get me falling in off the kayak. 10
Well,
feet of
hey,
water,
I
drowning
mean,
my.
that was a crazy. I mean, two people didn't even make it to the island. We had to rescue them on a boat. Like, there's a lot that happened. But so do you have, kind of wrapping it up here, do you have any regrets or anything you wish you would have done to stay in the game or just general in the game?
Yeah, I mean, not a regret, but I wish I would have kind of stuck to my guns and not been as open, not been as friendly. If I would have, I mean, it could have hurt me though too, because most people think I'd come off as, I mean, I can't cover it, kind of an asshole. So you got to bleep that one out. But it's just the way if I don't smile, I look mean, and I can't help that. But in most situations where I'm a lot of around people that I don't know, it's kind of a guard thing. I don't smile. I look kind of mean. I don't really intend to do it, but if I would have stuck to that, it could have went the other way. Maybe I wouldn't have got voted out because Johnny and I wouldn't have been as tight.
Hmm.
But it's what it is, man. It was a fun time.
Good. All right. So last thing, any last thoughts you want to say before I stop recording and end this up?
Yeah, if there's anyone that's actually out there in the local area when you do this next one and they're considering it, just to have that minuscule thought, do it. All right, throw yourself. Life is all about it's short. Challenge yourself, and that's what this is all about. And then go experience a kids camp and see them do it, because I mean, even my daughter, she's shy. She stepped into that kids camp. She said, "Dad, that was the best camp I've ever been to in my life." She hates going to camps. She loved it because those kids got to interact with each other, and they got to challenge themselves, got to express themselves. It's just a great thing what you've done, Shaw. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. And you got to experience it too this year. You came for a day, and that was what was really cool about this year is 4 or 5 of you had kids or grandkids who went, you volunteered, and that's something different from last year because, I love the season one cast and people, but they really didn't have any kids and any true reason to be out there. But you guys, I mean, there was like 5 of y'all who made it out there. So it was very cool and it was a lot of fun. But anyways, thank you again for playing and thank you again for hopping on here and chatting about your experience and the rest of the season, the episodes. The next one's coming out this week. Is the ball's rolling again, so I'm super excited about it.
All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Thank you.